From Wall Street to Main Street, this is LALATE.
It's a big evening and overnight's crypto broadcast with a big news about your top cryptocurrencies of 2021 to invest in. We'll go over the top coins for you to be buying, the best coins to be buying to take to the moon, and the coins that are going flat week after week and are not giving a lot of opportunities. We'll be looking at no less than 3 different trading opportunities across the board to make money on in a market in which on a Saturday and a Sunday morning there's not a lot of movement yet, but could that change? We're going to look at a lot of coins in this broadcast. The coins we're going to be looking at will determine if we're going to a market correction on Sunday or just another flat weekend. Coins we're going to be looking at to determine the movement of this market will, of course, start with Bitcoin, and then Ethereum, and then Doge. We'll then jump into Polygon to look at whether we have flippable options across the board. We'll be looking at coins like Python that's breaking out right today. We'll be looking at Aave and also live peer, meantime, Decentraland, and of course, AMP. We'll understand where this market is going and where this market needs to head for you to make money on a big evening and a big overnight's broadcast starting right now. How are you? Good evening, boy. What a big day it has been this Saturday going into Sunday on your crypto investments. Coins are really not doing what a lot of people are anticipating, but we'll be analyzing in this video. First, subscribe, 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record, fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is. So be part of this family, hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video and consider becoming a member. Let's get right into the market right now. Well, Friday, we were heading down. And it looked like we could have potentially had a market crash. But I said, nope, I don't think it's happening Friday. It was not enough. There was still some support in the industry to hold the coins above certain levels. And I was right. The coins did not downturn as much as expected. But they continued to erode in price reduction. Saturday, the opportunity of the big week, in which they usually trade up between Friday night and Saturday morning. Some coins did slightly, but not a lot. And some of our price point indicators are still suggesting we're heading to a market crash. The question is, this evening and overnight, is 1, are we going to a market crash or a market erosion? Or 2, should we hope for a market crash? This is my analysis. I think you're going to have to hope for a market crash. This market erosion that's happening for the last 3 weeks is not doing anyone any help. Let me show you what's at hand. For 3 weeks, since 3 market crashes 3 weeks ago, coins have been up about 3% per day, and then the next day down about 5%. So they are relatively staying flat, but with a slight descending curve. And this is day after day after day after day for 3 weeks. No one makes money in a flat coin that slowly erodes down in price point. And if you don't believe me, let's look at the charts right off the point. You're going to see the charts signal the same downturn day after day for 3 weeks, signaling something's going on, but that it needs to break out. We're going to start with Bitcoin, of course, right off the board. Let's look at the 3-month chart. We're currently on Gemini. It's one of the platforms you can buy a coin on. My mouse is in the chart. We're looking at the 3rd chart, which is the 3-month chart. And as my mouse moves through the chart, you're going to see the price point start. So here you go, what Bitcoin has done over the last few weeks. Down, 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 down. If we jump on Ethereum, next coin, let's look out 3 months ago. Let's see what this coin has done in recent days. Down, 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 down. It's a continual progression. We can look at Polygon also as an example. Polygon, let's go out to our 3rd chart on Polygon. We can even go to our 2nd chart on Polygon. 2nd chart of Polygon shows even clearer. Down, down, down. General price erosion, meaning this was a coin that was $1.60, $1.80, $1.60, $1.80. Then it became $1.50, $1.40. Now it's $1.30, $1.40. So it's eroding, and this doesn't help anyone. Let me explain why you have to hope for a market crash and not a price erosion. not because of the buy side, but because of the sell side. We always talk about buying Polygon at 8 cents, selling at $2. Good. You'll be able to see in this video, I'm going to show you a couple coins, you're almost able to buy them at the price point. My concern is the sell point. If we go 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks since the last time we had that sell point, is that sell point still attainable? My concern is it's not. When we talked about Polygon in at 80 cents, out at $2, we were talking about that event happening where the market downturned about 3 weeks ago at 80 cents, and then it popped to $2. People got in, got out. But that is now heading to 4 weeks ago, and then soon it's going to be 6 weeks ago. As you get further away from the event may not be attainable again. I'm going to show you when we get to Decentraland in a second that the fact that we're so far away from where Decentraland was last $1, that I'm now worried to say get in at 50 cents at Decentraland, which you can, because I don't know if you can get out at $1 because it's been too long ago. And as you understand, this market is eroding in price. So you can see a lot of coins are going down, 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 down like this slowly. Here's what you need to know, is that if this has been going on for 6 weeks, you can't hope to buy down here and get up back to here in 2 days, because this has been a slow progression. So that's why I hope there's a big market crash, because a market crash goes really straight down, and then you could buy at the bottom, and then it'll pop back up. It'll pop up something. It'll definitely rebound. But this price erosion is going to really hurt the industry if it keeps on going, because anyone who's a buy and hold is not doing well. Anyone that wants to buy a coin and flip it in 3 or 4 days ain't going to do it because it's downtrending. So what's the last opportunity? I'll go over that in this video. So do we have the possibility of a market crash? Absolutely. In fact, there's now 3 market indicators suggesting we are. First, Bitcoin has been under 35,000 in the last 24 hours. That's my first market indicator. It's been under 35,000 last. That's a further out chart. Let me give you the 24-hour chart. Bitcoin has been under 35,000 in the last 24 hours, or at 35,000. Ethereum is under 2,500 in the last 24 hours. But even worse is this. Ethereum has been under 2,500 for now almost a week. Okay, that is a very big warning sign. The third big warning sign is that Ethereum, when it last crashed, was at 2,100 before it crashed to 1,900. That shows you how bad Ethereum is performing at the moment. That its last crash was to a base of 1,900, and before it crashed was at 2,100. So we're only $200 away from its last crash point. Yeah, Ethereum is really bad. And why is Ethereum so low? Because it's losing 3% every day. Down 3%, down 3%. Every day is another $200. So you can come back on Monday and we may not have a market crash, and it may be at 1,900 because it's just losing 3% every day. Doge, same story as Ethereum almost. Doge is losing about 0.5 cent a day. So it's 30 and a half, then 30, then 29.5. A Doge can't keep on doing this because Doge will be 28.5. It keeps on doing this. And Doge has had this problem for a long time. Doge was 70 cents on that Elon Musk appearance on Saturday Night Live on the Saturday morning, and then slowly been losing cents and cents after a while, but it held up in the 30 range for a while. But Doge cannot continue to degrade at 3% every few days because it'll be at its base level. So let's now understand where we are with our 3 investment opportunities. One is buying and holding. What are our buying and holding coins? They are Bitcoin, Doge, and Ethereum. Possibly AMP, which I'm going to get to later in this video. So Bitcoin, I like buying at 31,000, putting it away, coming back in a few years. It'll go to 100,000 in a few years. It's for people who have money to put in a coin. They're going to put it away and come back in a few years. Bitcoin, 31,000, put it away. It'll be at 100,000 in a few years. Some people will be there. I think it'll be there in a year, but I'm saying a couple of years. Ethereum, I like it at 1,500, which may be low and hard to get. So otherwise, 1,700. I think 1,900 is very easy and attainable at this point. So I think you want to hold out for 1,500, 1,700. Put it away. It'll be at 10,000 in a few years. Some people think it was supposed to be at 10,000 this year. I don't think so at the moment. And then Doge, I like Doge 28, 27. It'll go to $1. It'll go to $1. Not this summer. I've been telling you for a while, unless there's some major announcement, some major deal, not some conjecture or speculation or hype or pump. I don't think Doge is going to $1 this summer, but I think it will go to $1 within a year, and that would be a nice return on your money. It'll be triple your money. Then finally, maybe AMP, but I'm going to leave that coin for later in this video. Those are your three opportunities. Almost there, so get ready. And ultimately, that's my low-end price part, but the coins may go lower than that. So be potentially ready for something actually lower than that. Which brings us then to our second investment opportunity, which is buying a coin at a market crash level and then selling the coin after it comes out of the market crash with a double your return of your money or a triple your return of your money. Now, first we're going to go over how that works. Then we're going to go over the coins and the price points, and then I'll give you a suggestion about how to be concerned about how long it's been. So we want to buy a coin when the market crashes and then buy at the low before the market comes back up, and then sell when the market rebounds, which could be in about 2 days. Does that work in an eroding market? That in a second. So you want a Polygon in at 80 cents out of $2. Decentraland in at 50 cents out of $1. Live Peer in at $11 out of 33. Engine in at 80 cents out of $2. And an Aave in at 250 out of 500. Now, okay, so let's go to the problem of where this market is right now, which is this price erosion. This slow losing 10 cents every 7 days in Polygon, or losing, 1 cent every week in Doge. This slow downturn makes it sound like it's not a flippable environment, because guess what? Decentraland, for example, I'm going to show you that chart. It's just getting, well, let's just jump on the Polygon chart. We were just there. The coin is just getting cheaper day after day, and that doesn't show there's going to be a pop after you buy it. These coins are not really taking a big hit, so there's nothing to really pop up from. Here's Polygon. This is the 7-day chart. You see any pops in there? No, there's no pops. There's no spikes. I mean, it went to 140 up to 151. That's nothing. That's 10 cents. That's not pop. Look what it's going. It's just price eroding. So I'm deeply worried that flipping coins on a 3-day buy after a crash out and then after a rebound is not an opportunity. It looks like this price erosion is canceling out that opportunity. Let's look at another coin to understand where we are heading. I'm going to come back to Aave, because Aave has a difference. So Live Peer is not giving us that option. Live Peer, you want in at $11 out at 33. You're going to look at this chart. Look how flat that is. That's nothing. 1 day it's 24, 1 day it's 27, 1 day it's 24, 1 day it's 27. Can't do anything with you, Live Peer. I can't buy you and I can't sell you. There's Decentraland. Now, here is what I was talking about. I'm worried about Decentraland because, look, how low did it get? 63. Let's look out at this chart. There you go. This is what worries me about Decentraland. I'm saying buying at 50 cents, sell it at $1, but I'm worried you won't be able to sell it. Because, look, how long ago was it $1? It's a while ago. And as we go week after week, and it's just a coin that loses 5 cents, 3 cents, 2 cents after every 7 days, then that's not a flippable coin. This once was a flippable coin back here when we thought, okay, in at 50 cents, out $1. We'll buy it when there's a crash and sell it. Decentraland and a lot of these coins like Polygon may soon be canceling themselves out of a flippable opportunity because there's so much risk involved to take on that risk. The further you are away from the last sale price target you want, the more worried you are you will not be able to sell it at that price point. It's sort of like a house in a real estate neighborhood. You know that the house in the neighborhood There's a house that's sold in the neighborhood at 200,000, but that was 2 years ago. Everything is selling at 60,000 now. So you may not get to 200,000 anymore because no one has seen that price in a long time. So here's the central land. The further we get away from that dollar, the more worried I'm saying that you may get it at 50 cents, but you may not be able to sell it at $1. AMP, I'm going to get back to in a second because that is a very fascinating story. And I'm also going to get to Aave, but I'm going to get to Aave right now. So Aave is one of the few coins which the flipping option works. And this, why? I almost call it like a flipping modifier. Aave is in at 250 out of 500. Let's look at why I say that. Because the coin has been above 500 for a while. This is about 4, 5, 6 days. It was above 500. It went to 600. I mean, it's been 500. But here again, look how long ago it's been since it's 500. And look how bad this chart is. This is a chart of a coin that could be heading into the hundreds. It could be heading into the hundreds from 200. But on the other hand, let me show you what this coin has been doing. So this coin was 300 just about a week ago. So some people would say, well, I'll buy it at 250 and at least I can sell it out at 350 and I'll make that type of return. I may not be able to get that 500 because it was weeks ago, but maybe I can buy at 250 and out 350. That is why it's sort of a modified flippable coin. And that is a rare circumstance. Now let's go into AMP. AMP is sort of signaling where this market may be heading to if it doesn't head to a market crash. The third opportunity for investing in cryptocurrency is the day trading, where you're buying a coin that's on a major run and you're getting in and then getting out within 24 hours or 48 hours. You're just getting in and getting out. Why are you not holding the coin? Because the coin has a very bad chart. Not in the case of AMP, but I'm talking about in general. The examples are coins that were once $100 and they've fallen all the way to $10. So it's a coin that people lost their shirt on, and you're like, I don't want to hold this coin. I may lose my shirt on it. But now it's running from 10 to 20 in a few hours. I'm like, wow, that's obvious. I'm going to get that coin because I'm going to double my money in just a few hours. Absolutely. So how do you find those coins? You're going to find those coins by going into your platform like your Gemini. And you're going to jump into your platform, and they always have a column in there where you click on the column and it'll rank the coins worst performing, which ironically, by the way, I just want to show you that. Mirror. Mirror was one of the best performing coins yesterday. Today it's one of the worst performing coins. That shows how this market is not helping anyone. You can't go from best to worst, worst to best every single day. It ain't going to help anyone if they keep on doing that, these coins. But then when you click it again, you see Phantom is one of the best performing coins for the day. What type of performances do you want? Well, you want a coin that is up about, I usually am telling viewers about up 18 to 20% and getting in and riding it to 80% up over 2 days. But look how poor this market is. Phantom up 8%. That's a joke. Who wants an 8% crypto move in 1 day when tomorrow it could be down at 6%? No one's making money on an 8% day trading move. I mean, that's a joke. That's horrible. And that's the best this industry has to give us at the moment. So yeah, boo-hoo to that. I mean, look at this. Phantom. This is the best performing coin on Gemini right now, up 8%. If you think that there's something better somewhere else, let me tell you. Let's jump into coinmarketcap.com. And the best performing coin right now on coinmarketcap.com is Phantom. That is it. There's nothing better. Quant, QNT up 8%, 9%. This has got to stop, folks. This has got to stop. Before I go into AMP, this has got to stop. Why? No one is going to stay in crypto if this is what crypto is going to be doing for the rest of this year. People came into crypto earlier this year or last year or whenever they came in because they saw the returns. They saw the returns. They're bigger returns than you get in the stock market. You could enter a coin, not have to worry too much about it. It never would implode itself, and it would just run up. And the run was wonderful. The runs were 1,000% in a few months, or 100% in 30, 90 days, or 30% run in a day. Lord, I mean, it was just 2 weeks ago I was talking about coins that were up 30% in 3 days. But this thing of just coins flat or up, up 3%, down 5%, up 4%, down 7%, up 3%, down 9%. Can't keep on doing that. No one makes money in that. And then suddenly we can't buy and hold. We can't, because it's not going down fast enough. We can't flip the coin. So can we day trade the coin? Now we are left with literally maybe 1 or 2 coins a week. You mean in the entire week we only have 1 or 2 coins to choose from? Yeah, that's what's going on right now. You literally have 1 or 2 coins that are breaking out one day of the week, and you grab it and you make your money, and that's it. There's nothing else in the entire week to buy. I mean, it's just literally that crazy. And Phantom up 9% as the best performing coin right now. It's a joke, because unless you grab Phantom now and it gives you another 9% tomorrow, which you can do, that's a 2-day day trading coin. So you're up 9% today and up another 9% tomorrow. Unless it does that, this ain't going to cut it for anyone. This is like Mirror Protocol from yesterday, up beautifully yesterday and losing its shirt today. Can't keep on doing this. So AMP was that story. AMP was that story. It was a coin in a sea of nothingness, where coins were just not doing anything for anyone. And then suddenly AMP about a week ago came in and started at 3 cents, ran all the way to 12 cents in just a few days. And a lot of viewers on this channel made money on it. They bought at 3, sold it at 11. They bought it at 7, sold at 11. They understood this was the only real coin opportunity at the moment. So is AMP an opportunity right now? Well, you look at this chart with me. You tell me. This is AMP just about 2 days ago. 12 went about 8 something, or maybe 7.25, and then up a cent. Well, if AMP starts to continue this downtrend, it ain't going to be attractive to anyone. If AMP starts to go into a flat position, it ain't going to be attractive to anyone. So unless AMP gives us something of interest and starts running, there may not be a runner in this market, at least not today. So what should you think? This is my recommendation going into tonight's and tomorrow morning. I want you to start potentially looking for runners like another AMP, because the runners may be your only opportunity to buy and sell. And ultimately, you may not find a runner that day. You may not find a runner for 2 days and then find it for 1 day. And you may not find a runner to the next week. Because at the moment, these runners are the only opportunities to grab a coin. How do you find the runners? Look for the coin that's up, the best performing coin on Gemini, the best performing coin, coinmarketcap.com. You would normally hear me say up 20%, but they're not even up 20%. They're doing these sort of, 11% one day and 14% the next day, which makes you money, but it's not a day trading opportunity. It's a 2-day day trading opportunity, because those are the only opportunities to make money on at the moment. Otherwise, you have to sit back and not buy. You cannot buy in this market. You cannot buy Polygon at $1.40 and watch it go to $1.30 and then $1.20 and then $1.10 and $1.10. You can't buy Ethereum at 2100 if you're not buying and holding, if you're not holding long term, because Ethereum may go from 2100 to 1900 and then just continually go down. You cannot buy a Doge at 30 because it may go to 28 and stay at 28 for 2 more months, and you'd be like, why did I buy this thing? It's down 2 cents and I haven't made a penny on this. Let's compare apples and oranges. Stock market and crypto. The reason to buy in stock market, a nice dividend sometimes from a stock, a growth stock that is always relatively flat or goes up. Some of the tech names, some of the FANG stocks, just relatively very easy investing opportunities. You can go in and they eventually just go up a little bit at a time. And they have some weeks where they're up 4%, 5%, 6%. And then you'll look back in a few months, it'll be up, 10%, 12%, 15%, easy breezy. Crypto, volatile, more risk involved, but Suddenly crypto is becoming flat, not volatile, not big price swings, not a lot of breakout coins, not a lot of big returns on your money. Boy, crypto's starting to look like a boring old blue chip stock from the 1920s. Crypto needs to get its act together with a big market correction, a big crash, and then a big rebound. Otherwise, all this, and it's not been just a day, folks, it's been 3 weeks of this sort of flat downturning stuff. Finally, very clear message for you. I want you to be very, very careful on understanding that this is not May and this is not April. So if you saw an event happen in April, May, it's now longer away. It always bothers me when people look at things that happened before and think it'll happen again. The further we are away from the event may not happen again. So take that into consideration when making your investment decisions. And finally, the big thing to do is always look out at the further chart, because you don't really grasp how much a coin is price eroding until you look out at the further chart. Here is the 7-day chart on Polygon. Here is the 3-month chart on Polygon. So you can see this has been going on for a while. You look out further on the chart. Here you go. Yeah. And then consider the mountains. What are the mountains? This is the mountain. It started Polygon at 77 cents. It's a subject which I'm going to hit on a little bit harder starting tomorrow, which is this mountain. A lot of coins ran up a mountain starting in February of this year. And there's now concern, at least from me, that these coins are now 50% down the mountain. Here was Polygon, 70. Let me go out further so you can see even better. Okay, here's Polygon. It's a 70-cent coin for a while. It went up and went back down. It went up and went back down. And now it's coming back down. You can tell that with like a Doge. I mean, the Doge is more of a clear example. Let's look out on the long chart of Doge. Oh, boy. Yeah. Let's look at Ethereum. Let's look at a long chart of Ethereum. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's scary. That's scary. I mean, you're 50% down the mountain on Ethereum. Ethereum has been around for a while. That was 600, 300, 400, 500. Could Ethereum go to 500? Well, we're halfway down this mountain. About 40% down this mountain. So that's Ethereum. I mean, we're not talking about other coins like, Live, Peer, or Decentraland. They may be substantially down their mountain. Cardano could be heading, I don't know. A lot of these coins could be much further down their mountain. And the concern is, are we going all the way down to the bottom? Are we going down to the bottom? Where is this market taking us? And we've always talked about crypto winter on this channel. We've always talked about, is it going to be a period in which this market's going to be downturning? But the problem is that if we don't have breakaway coins, which we always will, but if we don't have enough of them, then it's going to be a harder market to buy and sell on. What's the takeaway? And what's my prediction? My prediction is we're going down. I have a feeling we're going to price a rose. I have a feeling we're going to price a road and we're not going to crash. I think we're just going to slowly drift down, and this drifting down is going to go for a while. And if that's a concern, I don't think buying and holding is a strategy, because you're not at the bottom. Flipping coins is not a buying strategy, because you won't get the sell point you're hoping for, because the coins have not rebounded. And then finally, the only thing that's open is those flippable opportunities, which is literally finding needle in haystacks. It's almost like you should be tracking Reddit subgroups to see if they're trying to pump up a particular bizarre coin that no one has really talked about, that maybe is getting listed on Gemini tomorrow, and they want to pump it up for a few hours and get in and get out. Because that's literally... that is really the only opportunity for any spikes to get in and get out on a coin and get 20, 30% return. If we don't see that pervasive enough, then something's going to have to change. And with that, will there be a market crash on Sunday? We will see. We will see. For now, I have a sense we're just price eroding, and the price eroding will just continue day after day until we figure out where we're heading. And with that, thank you for joining me on a big overnight's crypto broadcast and evening's crypto broadcast. Make sure you subscribe. 400,000 subscribers, a YouTube record in 1 year. I want you part of this community, the fastest growing cryptocurrency channel there is. Hit that subscribe button right now. Share these videos on Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram. Tell people to come on over. I cover all the coins on Overnight's Crypto. If you have questions, jump in the live chat and I'll answer your questions about coins, about price points, about predictions. We'll also be talking about anything that perhaps happens in the middle of the night that needs to be discussed, that's not covered on air. Also like this video, 2,000-3,000 likes, and consider becoming a member. Have a great evening, and always stay here, stay focused, and stay with LALATE for more.